36 and 15. And the Lord Yahweh, power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets. Definition.
Misuse, it says to use something in the wrong way.
To use something in the wrong way.
Or for the wrong purpose.
For the wrong purpose.
It says to treat someone or something badly or unfairly.
Right. This is what you did to the men of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Right. That's on that. All right. And misuse his prophets until the wrath of until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people. Right. Till there was no remedy. See? And that was the same thing they did with Noah too. You know, when he was prophesying, they misused Noah. Right. You know, they mocked him and said he was crazy, just like they're doing today.
Right. Alright, verse Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 4, it says, we fools accounted his life madness.
We fools counted his life madness. He counted his life madness, bro. Everything he believed, man, that shit is rubbish. That's madness, bro. What, you can't hit edges? Come on, man. You can't, man. Wow, bro, why everything have to be you can't? You know what I'm saying? Jake just looking for a reason to be niggas. Go ahead.
It says, and his end to be without honor.
So they looked at your life like, bro, you're not going to heaven, bro. There's gonna be no honor in what you're doing. Now keep in mind, they're looking at you. These are the times when they said bullshit. They're reflecting on them now because they were in derision with this. Okay, go ahead.
It says, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High?
Bro, how is this man one of the chosen, bro? How is that even possible? What are the chances of little old me? What are the chances of little old you being called by the creator of everything, bro? And his son, and being picked up in the last times to basically speak the words he wants you to speak. What's the chances of that? That's how they're looking at us. What's the chances of these dudes being those men? They don't expect it to be us. They expect it to be T. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, and all these big time evangelists or whatever. Everybody expects those to be the people when the end comes that we can go to this man and he's gonna lead us on the path that we need to be on so we can be saved. But nobody sees it in us. That's what makes this story so beautiful, bro. We're flying under the radar. We're flying under the radar. You just look under the radar, bro, and what do you see? Nothing. Little old us, just a speckle. 144 of 7.7 billion. Just flying under the radar, bro. Nobody paying no attention to us, bro.
That's like the scripture in James that say, well,
I got it right here.
Nobody
James 3.
paying no attention. Just a little bit, the nothing. You niggas ain't shit.
Like people in the back in the movies, background, the ones you
Right.
don't see.
You get it from your parents. You get it from your so-called friend. Man, y'all niggas ain't shit, bro. We've been here and we ain't shit our whole life. Society tells us we ain't shit. Our women tell us we ain't shit. Sometimes our moms, dads tell us we ain't shit. If they there, niggas get put, hey, there's brothers that been put up for adoption. There's brothers that had no father figure. Moms are straight bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Got you eating bullshit. And then you come and you belong to something, bro. The Lord say, I see you when you was at those stages of being less than nothing. It looked that way. But guess what? That ain't the end of the story, bro. Hey, bro, I got something set up for you, bro. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna believe this shit, bro. I got something set up. Boom, all of a sudden you woke up. Now you listening to this and it's flying under the radar. Flying under the radar. And then all of a sudden that little speckle that don't look like it's shit, it start growing. Then it get big, a little bit bigger. You get closer to the end. And everybody looking like, man, I don't know, maybe them Israelite dudes, maybe they own to something. And then Russia and China ruling next, all that shit just start diminishing. And everything comes to full circle, and we are this big ass nation of people to 144,000 men, bro. Went from looking like nothing. That's how the Lord works, bro. It's beautiful, fam. Go ahead, run it out.
This is Matthew chapter 19 and verse 28. it says, and Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. And this is basically what you'll witness right before your face. You know, that great role reversal. You know, so hey man, brothers that's pushing this truth, keep on doing it. You know, and everything that we have to lose for the will and sake of Yahweh Shemel Shah is all worth it.
And not just that, it ain't even a loss. He gonna do just like he done with Job.
Why you say
It
that?
really look like that. It look like you losing it. But when everything is finished, I'm gonna give it to you 3 times more, 100-fold. Whatever it seemed like you lost, bro. Hey, boom, you got all that shit back. Go ahead.
This is James chapter 3, verse 4. Behold also the ships, which though they be so great, and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listed. And just like he was speaking on that hymn, all right, that's how the elect men are. They the ones that you don't expect to be nothing. They the ones that you really don't hear about, all right, doing something great. But then that's the ones that's basically controlling the whole nation. Yahushua, whithersoever the governor listed.
Right. So you basically, if you look at that hymn
on the ship,
guess what?
It's at the bottom.
It's at the bottom.
Below the radar.
It's at the bottom, but what you got to understand is it's in the water. It determines exactly where it goes. Even though it looks like, it's kind of like a human body. Nobody gives much attention to the veins. Nigga, if you don't have veins, you fucked. You know what I'm saying? Where your blood gonna go? It's just that little thing. It's like a pinprick in somebody's heart. Bro, it might not be big, but you know it's there. Why? Because your shit bleeding out. That small thing, bro, that we are, bro, we're gonna become massive, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians 4 and verse 9. For I think that the Most High has set forth his apostles last, as it were appointed to death.
Right.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world,
right,
and to angels, and to men. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach.
Right.
We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
Right.
Man. I'm gonna read verse 11 too. It say, even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place.
Buffeted. Something buffeted, it just keeps on circling. It look like we're gonna be in this place forever. Every reincarnation, we're at the bottom. It just looks like it's non-stop. Like this shit ain't gonna ever end. Okay? And what it said, like what the people say. Yeah, hey bro, they gonna constantly say that about you. Go ahead.
It's verse 12. And labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer it. Being defamed.
Well, hold on. Reviled. If something vile, it's dirty. Every time we come back, our parents feeding us pork chops. Our parents feeding us abominable foods. We're vile once again. But the Lord put a stop to that. Go ahead.
It say, being reviled, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer it. Being defamed, we entreat.
Constantly losing. Go ahead.
We are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscourings of all things until this day.
Know that flying under the radar? You don't look like you shit? Constantly. Go ahead.
Verse 14. I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. For though ye have 10,000 that was it.
Read that.
Yeah, I'm reading that. It say, for though ye have 10,000 instructors in Hamashiach, yet have ye not many fathers. For in Hamashiach Yahushua I have begotten you through the gospel.
Through the truth. I got you. Even though you don't have a lot of spiritual fathers there teaching you the right way. I got you. Even though it looks like you're constantly being called and you're reviled and you're being told you're not shit. By everybody, you're not shit. You're not shit. You'll never be nothing. I got you. Flying under the radar. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I got you. Go ahead.
Baby, yeah. This is Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord had appointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
Right.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Opening up to the prison, to the ones that are bound. Those same ones that constantly told it wasn't shit, now that prison open and you see the truth, it's like, why does it say glad tidings? Because that's the good news. I'm here to tell you. You're flying under the radar, but guess what? You looking like you ain't shit, but guess what? I'm telling you, you that dude, bro. You that dude.
Bound to what? Because what, before, this is Isaiah speaking, but before Yahushua was brought on scene, when Yahushua was brought on scene, Yahushua came so that we wouldn't be bound to sin no more.
Right.
Because sin is the wages of death.
Right.
So therefore, we keep fucking up.
Right.
No, but what? Through Yahushua, now we're able to break that.
Right.
It say, verse 2, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn.
Right.
Everybody not mourning. It say, it say to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness.
So you're basically, what he's doing is, all the shit you've been through, he's exchanging it for you. You were sorrowful and you look like you wasn't shit. Guess what? I'm gonna take that from you and I'm gonna give you, you're everything. Everything that seemed bad, I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna put a bridge and show you that it looks like you ain't shit, but bro, the whole nation of Israel is gonna be brought back through your loins. That's tough, bro. Go ahead.
It's a spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified.
Right. So he might be glorified because whose spirit is speaking? Yahushua through men and telling them he's the way to go. Go ahead.
This is Philippians chapter 3 verse 7. It says, but what things were gained to me, those I counted lost for Hamashiach. Going right back with that exchange. It says, yea, doubtless I count all things but lost for the excellency of knowledge of Hamashiach, Yahushua my Lord.
Right.
For whom I have suffered the loss of all things, I do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach.
Ain't shit.
Ain't shit. And be found in him, not having mine own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through faith of Hamashiach, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith. See, so that exchange all working. You know what I'm saying? Cash it all in.
This 1 Corinthians 1 and verse 25. Because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men,
Right.
and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men. And we know that what the Lord has no weakness. The weakness that is speaking about is his men. All right, because what? We're at the bottom, we're low. It say,
But he makes us, by us speaking his word, he shine over everybody. Because it's his words being spoke through us.
for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But the Most High had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High had chosen...
Who looks more foolish than us? Bro, you look at the world right now. We're telling everybody we're the chosen people of the Most High. And they're looking at us like, bro, look at this. Bro, y'all ain't ghettos. Bro, it's nothing profitable about y'all. And I'll go back to the joke with, I think it was Dave Chappelle, talking about like if a black person was held hostage and they call the United States, we have such and such, we're holding them hostage, you'd be like, man, kill that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hold no weight here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
Say, but the Most High had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Right.
And the Most High had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Right.
And It say, and base things of the world and things which are despised hath the Most High chosen.
Right.
Yea, I'm gonna read that one more time. And base things of the world and things.
Base is like things that look plain, just ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Just ordinary. We look ordinary. What stands out about us? We just look like regular citizens that got a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Got a 9 to 5. Got a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And we just on regular things. Yeah. Okay, got you know what I'm saying? Got a house, got a car. It's regular. But not knowing that these men that look regular are special as hell.
I went to the word base, like it says, ignoble, coward, mean, base of no family. Low born
Of no family.
but the word ignoble, it means not honorable in character or purpose.
Ignoble. The opposite of
Yeah. Not what?
Not honorable in character or purpose.
Bro,
So you basically have no
Bro,
weight,
you have
no value.
bro, not honorable in character or purpose. Your character isn't shit because you don't mean nothing to the world.
and they don't physically see it to glorify you.
That's why the Lord chose the base.
Base.
He chose us as looking normal. Go back to wisdom, Solomon.
It say, and base things of the world and things which are despised hath the Most High chosen.
Despise things that are constantly gone against. Who gets mopped up in the streets and the cops get off? Hey, we're despised totally, bro, by all nations.
It say, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
He choose us to bring things that look real and to shit on, like John 3:16. The Lord chose us to say, guess what? I'm gonna use you to show the whole world that that's not what that means, the way they think it is. You know what I'm saying? The man that looks of a lesser stature.
You know, Wisdom of Solomon. I'm gonna start at 5. Wisdom of Solomon 5:5. It says, "How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints?"
Right.
6. It says, "Therefore we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us."
Bro, everything we done was bullshit. Calling this man hand was bullshit. This man had the truth the whole time, but we looked at him like he was bullshit. Go ahead.
It's James 2:5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world,
Right.
rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he had promised to them that love him?
Right.
But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat? No, this is a clear indicator of who the Lord's choosing to basically fulfill his will with.
Right. Right.
6. It says, "And the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us."
So the Lord ain't even dealing with us, bro. We've been going to El Bethel, 2nd Street Baptist Church, or First Pentecostal Baptist Church. We've been going to all these churches, and we see that, because think about who's going to be saying this. The people that's going to be saying this are people that went to church. They'll be going like, bro, the light of the Lord or truth. Read that last part again.
It says, "And the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us."
The light of righteousness has not shined on us, because we was going to church telling you, our pastor saying that you ain't shit and the words you preaching ain't shit. Go ahead.
It says, "And the sun of righteousness rose not upon
That's
us."
how it shine. The sun, his truth was never put over us for us to understand. But you got it. Go ahead.
We wearied ourselves in the way of
Bro,
wickedness.
We wearied ourselves by telling ourselves, we're going to pay this pastor this tithing. And when we pay him this tithing, people try to pay for salvation, bro. When you pay for that tithing, that man, that congregation don't want you to tell them no shit about you can't do this and you can't do that. All they want you to say is, be baptized, repent, now live your life the way you want to live it, and God forgive you. That's what they do. And you keep giving him money because if you look at what they think a pastor is, they think that this man goes to bat for them to the Lord.
Oh, man.
They think that man go, like he speak with the Lord for them, on their behalf. And so what do? Give him a token of their appreciation. There you go. Keep those good works coming. Keep me out of hell.
Lord gonna come back here Sunday and gonna make this bread.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead and read that. It was like, what it said?
Weird ourselves.
This 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 13. Because the way that they're going to be reacting to it. It say, every man's works shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it. Because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
Right.
So whatever you feel me, whatever you was holding on to in your deck of cards, it's gonna be laid out. Every man's hand is gonna be dealt, man.
Right.
We're gonna know who was who.
Right.
Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
Right.
See? So this is what they're gonna be saying. Like, hey,
That
man,
ain't-
we went to them damn churches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't just Gentiles.
Yeah, that's
Gentiles.
the
That's
heathens.
everybody.
Yeah, come.
That's 2/3 of all.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, we inherited lies, bro.
It says, we wear ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way.
Bro,
Wow.
we have constantly been wicked, walking in a place where there was no life at, bro. Making it look like we're doing right. We're just walking through an empty place, bro. Making it seem to ourselves like, man, I'm doing what's right. Bro, it says a desert. A desert has, the ends of a desert is like, you look, if you get in the middle of a desert or you walk in the desert, it's sand and dust in every direction. You know what I'm saying? In every direction. So if it's sand and dust in every direction and they're saying this is how we lived our life, we walked our whole lives in vanity, bro. We had no end to where we were going. They basically saying we constantly walked in circles, just like with Moses. 40 years, bro, in circles. Woo. Go ahead, man.
And still ain't learned shit because they doing the
Still
same thing today.
Learn that, bro. Go ahead. That's why I know former remembrance things, bro. Now go ahead.
All right, this is Jeremiah 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 24. It say, a wild ass used to the wilderness, and that's what it was comparing our people to. A wild ass used to the wilderness. All right. It say that snuffing up the wind at her pleasure, in her occasion, who can turn her away? All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month they shall find her. All right. So you're basically wild. You're doing whatever you want to do. You know. All right. Watch it.
It's comparing it to, if you know the nature of a wild animal. You know what I'm saying? They're used to being in that habitat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did not the Lord say we were a degenerate plant? We became wild. You know what I'm saying? So we done basically, like, you're not, bro, if you're an animal and you're tamed, like we have law, statutes, and commandments, that tames us. We're tamed, okay? We have structure on how to move about. Everybody else is wild animals. Why do you think Moab and Ammon eat every part of a fucking pig and some of the healthiest people on the planet? They're wild. They're just naturally supposed to be that way. But we are tamed, bro. We're not supposed to be moving like that. So that scripture is basically telling you that we are full of pride. Go ahead. All right.
Verse 25, it say, withhold thy foot from being unshod, basically being what? Covered up.
Can't be told where to go. Can't be, hey, you can't instruct my steps. I'm wild. I'm a wild animal. I can do what I want to do.
It say, withhold thy foot from being unshod and thy throat from thirst. Bro, does not. Oh, man.
Scripture is water, bro.
Yeah.
Scripture
is water.
Say, how ye come.
Scripture is water, bro.
The scripture was like, if any man drink of this water, he will never thirst again.
Right. I don't want to drink that water.
I don't want to drink that.
I don't want to drink that.
It's gonna say it right here. But thou saidest, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go.
Strangers. I love strangers, and I'm following them. You know why? It looks real pleasing. It looks real pleasing. So I'm gonna follow them, and I'm gonna go wherever they go. That's what makes you wild. That's why our nation went into captivity, bro. Go ahead.
I'm jumping down to verse 27. It says, saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast begotten me forth. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us.
Jump up now, but guess what? It's like going into Wisdom of Solomon 5. That's when they're going to start repenting, bro. And trying to turn and do what's right because they understand the ways that they were doing shit was fucked up.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:7 says, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way.
So on their behalf, they see that everything that they was doing was basically for naught. This is how we gonna be. This is Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place. So they're saying dry place because that they was seeking out for. You know what I'm saying? We was that water. But what? They didn't want to basically drink of it. It says, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You know, so hey man, we gonna basically be that cover. You know, they say a shadow. You know what I'm saying? So we basically under the wings of Yahweh Shabbat.
Right. We're gonna be a shadow because we're gonna be keeping everybody cool, your women and your family. So read that last part again that you just read about the last thing you read.
It says, yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way.
No way. What do you know about the Lord's path? It's straight and narrow.
Straight and narrow.
Only one way.
It's only one way. So it says we rather choose to walk in this illusion of freedom and go wherever we want to go than say we're gonna stick to this straight and narrow. That's why it says our lives look miserable, because we don't have the illusion to go and choose what we want to do. We're walking by standards, bro.
Desert ain't got no streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
No path.
no path.
No path. You can't make a path in sand, bro. Why? Because when the wind blows, it's covered up.
Ultimately, you ain't got no direction.
There's
to
no
go.
path.
No, so like not a direction, a destination.
Yeah, right.
In the desert.
Right.
It says, but as for the way of the Most High, we have not known it.
Didn't even know that this man in front of us, we didn't even know that this was a man of who we call God.
What hath pride profited us?
Us being proud when we had the freedom, like that, bro. You gonna get that a lot from women. You gonna get men, but you gonna get that a lot from bro. All that pride I had and listening to Lizzo fat ass and all that shit and puffing our pride up, that shit ain't got us nowhere, bro.
It says, or what good riches have, or what good have, or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us?
But our riches.
But they trust the rich.
What money brought us? Man, I went to school, got me a plant job, I make a shitload of money. But it's not about having it, it's about flaunting it like I got everything and pride stepped in. Right?
It says, all those things are passed away like a shadow.
Like a shadow, bro. They're gone. Right?
And as a post that hasted by, and as a ship that passes over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found.
You can't tell when a ship in the water, because when those ripples go away, like if a ship passed right there, guess what? Those ripples are gonna form. You don't know what path that ship took. That's just how they're saying everything that they done in the world and went away. It looked good at that time. You could tell at that time that it meant something. It's just like buying a pair of shoes, bro. Yeah. Once they wear their course, you hooping in them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's what it is.
It says, neither the pathway of the killed in the waves.
All right. So that trail it leads, bro, you cannot tell exactly how it came and how it went.
And they go by, it formed back to what it originally is was quick.
This Ecclesiastes 12:3. In that day, when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of the musket shall be brought low. When they see that, look, when that rug is pulled from under them, And it's nothing that you can depend on but just trusting the Lord and having faith, you know what I'm saying? What you do then?
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
All right. This is 1 John 3:1. All right. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High.
Right.
Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not.
Right.
Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
All right. So it's gonna be good, bro. Hold on to your posts. Keep sounding that trumpet, bro. But we're in wonderful times, bro. We're in wonderful times, man. This story is finna get really, really good. This movie is like finna hit its climax, bro. Everything we've been preaching and saying, bro, is being manifest right now. This year gonna be interesting, bro. So this is edifying. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the Apostle Nelson Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you, our Christians throughout the 4 winds. Shalom.
Shalom.